Hi everyone and welcome to I Root for Nature. Welcome to those of you who have just joined us. It is so good to have you here and I really appreciate the support. In this video, I'm going to be introducing a new series on this channel and it's going to be called Environmental Law 101. This is where we are going to be learning the basics of environmental law and how to enforce our rights in just 10 minutes. Isn't that great? Just knowing everything you need to know in like 10 minutes. I think it is very important that each of us have a basic understanding of environmental law and what the law actually says. It will help to inform some of the discussions that we're going to be having here. It will also help you to understand the work, why it's done, and to also know what legal mechanisms and remedies are available to you in the event of a breach of your rights. As with any other human right, our starting point when it comes to environmental law is the Constitution. The environmental right is enshrined in Section 24 of the South African Constitution and it reads as follows. Everyone has the right to an environment that is not harmful to their health or well-being and to have the environment protected for the benefit of present and future generations through reasonable legislative and other measures that 1. Prevent pollution and ecological degradation, 2. Promote conservation, and 3. Secure ecologically sustainable development and use of natural resources while promoting justifiable economic and social development. As you can see, this right is in two parts. However, I will not be delving deep into the nuances of each subsection in this video, but in essence, Part A makes the environmental right a fundamental human right. It therefore puts a negative obligation on the state to refrain from actions that are likely going to result in a harmful environment. For example, air pollution, which can affect people's health. Part B, however, is more of a directive to the state, requiring them to take positive steps to ensure the protection of the environmental right. It imposes an obligation on the state to respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the environmental right. Notably, in a recent case famously known as the Deadly Air case, the court confirmed that the environmental right is unlike all the other socio-economic rights. It does not require the state to progressively realize the rights like other rights such as the right to adequate food and water. There is no such proviso under Section 24 of the Constitution, which means that the right enshrined in Section 24 of the Constitution, i.e. the environmental right, is immediately realizable. This means that when there is an infringement, the state has to take immediate steps to remedy it. It is realizable here and now. Also notably about Section 24 of the Constitution is that it introduces the need to protect a right for the benefit of both the present and the future generations. The obligation to protect this right therefore goes beyond the benefit of the generations that are alive and living here and now, and it looks forward to generations that are to come. It is very forward-looking. Another important concept introduced by Section 24 of the Constitution is the notion of sustainable development. I've discussed this elsewhere in other videos on this channel, but in summary, this is the notion that takes into account the fact that development cannot subsist on a deteriorating environment. And therefore, we have to balance the economic factors, social factors, environmental factors equally when assessing proposed development activities to see if they should proceed at all or under what circumstances they can proceed. As you can see, this right is not only about protecting nature in and of itself, it is very human-centric. It is a human right that we all enjoy. The environmental right is linked to other human rights, such as the right to health, the right to adequate food and water, the right to life, the right to human dignity, equality, access to information, fair administrative justice, etc. I will be expanding a bit more on some of these rights and their link to the environmental right later on in other videos. So be on the lookout, and if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe this is time for you to subscribe so that you do not miss out on this information. So you're gonna ask, who's obliged to respect this right. The Constitution of South Africa is the supreme law of the land, and in terms of Section 8 of the Constitution, the state, juristic entities, that's companies and businesses, whether public or private companies, and natural persons, you and I, are obliged to respect, protect, promote, and fulfill all the rights contained in the Bill of Rights, and this includes the environmental rights. This means that everybody not only enjoys the environmental right, but also has an obligation to uphold it. Alright, you guys, I'm going to leave it here now, and in the next video, we are going to start discussing the legislative framework governing environmental management in South Africa. Comment down below what you think about the environmental rights and what you'd like to know more of. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and share it with others as well so we can all learn together. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a video just like this one. Until the next video, stay true, keep fighting, and keep the earth clean.